Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Morning Heart Devotion. To start off, let's offer a greeting, a bow to our heavenly parents and true parents. 천지인 참부모님께 경배. 바로. And now to lead us through the family pledge, I'd like to invite up Reverend Milhan Stevens.
가정맹세 1. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 중심, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 원권과 법조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주대 가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천여국 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 자손을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 1. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 자녀급 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 자녀급 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상 천국과 천상 천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you, Reverend Milhan Stevens. And now to open us up in prayer, I'd like to invite Susan Pfefferman. Susan Pfefferman.
Let's pray together. Hanul Pomunim, our beloved Heavenly Parent, we thank you for another day.
亲爱的天父母，感谢你给我们的新的一天。我们来分享在早晨晨更。
Not only move our hearts, but clean out our insides, so that we are more able to receive your love and to give love to others.
移动我们的心。
You and true parents have waited so patiently for all of us to grow up and become fully your sons and daughters.
真父母一直在等着我们，没有成为还能够依靠的孩子。这是一个很珍惜的时候。我们真的要来奉献我们自己。
And the blessing that we can offer to others, Father, can transform their lives.
我们要把祝福带给其他人，能够让他们来改变他们的生活。有这机会呢，能够来做见证，他们分享那圣酒。
So many people, especially the pastors, have had such rebirth experiences by going through the
很多的人，尤其是基督教灵拜者，他们说感到重生。
We see our own gratitude in them. We see our true brothers and sisters in them. So please join us this
从他们
morning
看到我们
in
自
prayer
己
and
的
allow
兄
us
弟
to
姐妹，
fully receive all that you and Father and Mother are giving. And we know that though Father is in the spiritual world and Mother here on earth, we feel their unity, we feel their love, we feel their divine commitment to
我
fulfill
们收到真母的爱，
that you have asked us to do. The kingdom of heaven on earth, Chanoguk, for all human beings.
那天一国是在地上的天国，天父母，我们来奉献我们的身体，我们的生活，我们来。
We offer ourselves, and I give this a prayer, Heavenly Parent, on behalf of all who are here and reported in the Pfefferman.
我以祷告来为大家以祝福家庭名字的祷告，阿主。
Thank you, Aunt Susan,
谢
for
谢。
opening us up with such a beautiful, heartfelt prayer. Our brothers and sisters, today Dr. Yong is at a leaders meeting at the moment. He may join us sometime soon, but he's representing America there. And also Joshua is not feeling too well, and that's why I'm here representing him as well. So without going to our breakout,
在开会。
think about what you are grateful for this morning. Please take some time to draw some gratitude from your heart, share with whoever you're paired up with, and we'll be back here to share with everyone else. We'll see you all in a second.
现在是分享感激的时间，谢谢。
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you had a good sharing. I had a great time with Richard Michaels and Derek Denaro. So first, I'd like to call on Derek.
欢
Derek
迎大
Denaro,
家
if you
回
please
来。
unmute and share with us your gratitude points this morning.
All right, thank you, Resfred. God bless you, and good morning to everybody.
大家早。
You know, I don't really almost remember what I said at all, but I think I was just grateful to be amidst both of them. And I recall I did say that I'm really grateful for Heavenly Parents always there, whether we realize it or not. And what I shared
我感
was
激，我感
last time
激
when
天父
I went
母
to sleep,
都
God
是
is
在那。
always giving us what we really asking for, what we're yearning for. And for some reason, He woke me up at 2 in the morning instead of my
他把我
regular
在
2:22
早
wake up.
早上2
And
点
I was
起
just
来。
thinking, Heavenly Parent is there and always waiting to
真父母
bless us.
在那，
I guess it's truly sincerity of the heart, and
是通过那个
and
真
I
诚的
also
心。
added to that, and I say I'm so grateful for our Heavenly Parents always
我
there
很
for
感激
us, and it's
天
like
父
I'm
母。
always thinking too. God is always saying, Derek, why are you always beating yourself up? Stop it, you know. And so Heavenly Parent is truly real and alive.
天父母
And,
是
he's
真
as
的，
alive as we can
活
make
生
him
生的。
alive. And so that was my gratitude point. And thank you, Resfred, for letting me share that.
这是我的感觉点。
Alive. And what you did miss, you said your 2 a.m. wake up as opposed to your 2:20. That's what you missed. All right, thank you, Derek. All right, we're gonna go on to our next sharing, and I'd like to call on Richard. Yeah, Richard Michael, if you could please unmute and share with us your gratitude points.
下个请 Richard 来分享。
There we go. Having fun with technology. But the basic fundamental appreciation after we've gone through, how much appreciation do we have? My situation, I've had to go through a lot of injuries in the past, so now they kind of plague me. So I've had to find ways to take care so I can be able to be better at functional. So my worst time of the year to try to function is when it's cold, but yet still, how can we be thoughtful, creative, innovative so that we can show the world there's a whole new standard that's needed? Our world definitely has an interesting system that is in place, but how can we show them a system that needs to be used to overcome? So we can be better at bringing out the best of each person, how to bring out that better heart understanding so that as we learn, we can share what we learn and still learn more how we can be better.
我们学习还有学习再多。
Development heart process there. Thank you for the little opportunity to share with you. I'm alive, I'm well.
我还活着， 我很好。
Without hopefully tripping more booby traps so they have more trouble to deal with. Thank you.
谢谢。
No more booby traps. All right, brothers and sisters, we're going to go on to our main message. As mentioned before, I guess if you're just tuning in, Joshua is not feeling too well. That's why I'm here. But also Dr. Yong is currently at an international leaders meeting representing the US. So he prepared a recording yesterday for today. So let's prepare our hearts and mind to receive our internal guidance from our beloved Continental Director, Dr. Yong.
让我们来打开心情，来聆听龙会长的会议。
Good morning, good morning, my dear brothers and sisters, clergy and ambassadors.
大家早，和平大使早，领导人早。
To New York from Chicago. Today we have a meeting with the.
我从芝加哥回来。
Headquarters. I recorded because the meeting is almost at the same time as our morning devotion.
是 headquarter 的开会时间跟早晨时间一样。今天我来谈妇女的作用变得更加重要。
The role of women has become more important.
女性的角色变得更加重要。更进一步，包括韩国、WFWP 国际总部以及日本、美国、亚洲、欧洲、大洋洲、加拿大、中南美洲、非洲、东北亚在内的各大洲和国家的 WWP 会员正在开放和实施适合当地需求的各种项目，目睹女性的力量正在改变社会，在和平世界的建设中取得令人瞩目的成绩。我不仅为他们感到骄傲和感激，可以看得出，从 WFP 的创立到最高级别的联合国之上帝并非政府组织，我们的成员从未灰心，从不变的心，不屈不挠的开拓妇女和平之路。因此，我要用这里的掌声来表达我对他们的无限感激和爱戴，同时也感激那些从未停过对我们的鼓励和参与的女性领导人。
Distinguished guests from home and abroad and beloved WFWP members, even now, tens
尊
of
敬的海
millions of
内
innocent lives
外来
are
宾、
being lost
敬
each
爱
year
的
to
WFP
war,
会员们，
disease,
就是现
and
在，
natural disasters
每一
that
年
arise
仍
in
有
all parts of
数
the
以
world.
千万计的
In
无辜
every
者
field
死于
you
世界
observe,
各地发
be
生
it
的战
religion,
争、疾病、
politics,
饥饿和自
education,
然灾害，
culture, or
在你所
ideology.
观察的每一个领域，
Everyone ranging
无
from
论是宗教、
individuals
政
to
治、
large
教
masses
育、
of people
文化还是
are
意
deeply
识形
mired
态，
in
从
the
个人
swamp of
到跨到
self-centered egoism
群众都
and are
深
racing
陷其
walls
中，
around themselves.
以自我为中心
We
的
now
利
live
益
in a world where everyone
主
is
义
cut
的
off
沼
from
泽，
one
并在自
another,
己
and there
周
is
围
no
筑起
communication
高墙。 我
between
们
them.
现在
When
生活
all
在
is
一
said
个
and
每一个
done,
人都彼此
the
各
problem is
节的
conflict
世
of
界，因
humanity
此他
can
们之
only
间
be
没有
resolved
交
by
流。
the ideology of one family under
归根
God. In
结
other
底，
words,
困扰人
the
类的问题
ideology
只是
based
通
on
过
true love,
神之下的一个
which my
家庭的
husband and I,
思想主义
as
来
parents,
解决。
have
换句话
received
说，
from heaven
其
and
真
have
爱的主义
championed and
和我的
taught
丈夫、
throughout our
真父
lives.
母从
This is
天
because
和
this
在我们一生
ideology
中一
is
直
the only
倡导和
way
教
for
导，因为这种
humankind
思
to
想主
find
义
the
是
path
人类
toward
找到
peace
通往
and
和和平
happiness.
与幸福之力注入的
In
唯一
every
路
field
径。
you observe in today's world, be it religion, politics, education, culture, or ideology, everyone ranging from individuals to a large masses of people are
这
deeply
世界的
mired
每个领
in
域，
the
无
swamp
论如何，
of
无论宗
self-centered
教、政
egoism
治、
and are
教育、
racing
文化还
walls
是
around themselves.
思想主义，
We now
想
live
到
in a
个人
world
大
where
到
everyone
成
is
群，
cut off from one
都
another.
深陷至于
There is
我
no
中心的
communication
利己的主义泥沼，
when all
自
is
己周围
all is
筑起
said
高
and
墙。
done, the problems afflicting humanity can only be resolved through the ideology of one family under God. In other words, the ideology based on true love. The culture of the world heaven is, in a word, the culture of true love. Therefore, when we live on earth, we must love each other very passionately. In order for
所以
us
当我
to
们
change the fallen culture
活
of
在这
this
世
world
上，
to
我
the
们必
culture
须
of
非
God,
常的
the most
爱
important thing is
对
to
方，
break away from the love of the satanic world. In order to do so, we must center on God's love and restore ardent love. So what does the Bible say? If you look at 1 Peter 4:8, it says, above all,
圣经上说，如果
love
看彼
each
得
other
书，
deeply.
最重要的是深深的彼此相爱，因为爱能
Because love
遮
covers
盖
over
许多
a
罪。
multitude of sins. The extent to which we must love a person is to love passionately until the other person's shortcomings
爱
are
一个人要爱到什么程度呢？就需要爱到这对方的缺点都被掩盖，其缺陷不可见。就可能看到对方的缺点，证明我还没有完全爱对方。它说明我还很多的堕落性，爱在掩盖一切罪恶和过犯。
My brothers and sisters, how much should I love my spouse, my children, my neighbor?
我要爱我的配偶多少，爱我的邻居多少。
Until how? Until you completely cover of that person's about the shortcoming.
你完全的能够把他的缺点被掩盖，那是爱真爱。
Now I cannot see anymore his shortcoming, his weak point anymore. That's why Bible, I love this Bible, 1 Peter 4:8.
所以我很喜欢这圣经。
Because love covers over a
爱呢，
multitude of sins.
盖印了所有的罪过和罪。
love someone I cannot love, and then finally cover over that person's shortcoming, any kind of the transgressions. This is really amazing, right? If you really love someone, cannot see anymore.
如果你真的爱一个人，你就会不会看到对方的缺陷。
Living divine principle, the motivation and process of the fall. Let's study EDP.
我是真的原理。
The motivation and process of the fall. The motivation of the human fall lay within
堕落的动机与过程。 人堕落的动机是出自于天使。那要知道堕落的动机与过程，就必须要对天使有所了解。
God created angels to be his retainers, servants, and ministering spirits.
神在创造任何万物之前，先建造了天使。神是为了被造世界的创造，以其经论，先创造天使当使者。来意思是在启示录12章9节，天使自称为仆人。又在希莱布1章14节，就讲天使是服役的神，将协助神把创造和完持安宁。神把人创造为子女，并是给世界的主管权，连天使也在主管内。旧约时代，天使是仆人；新约时代是儿子。现在我们可以在可以称神为父的直接时代，我们可以用什么来做这一点？用神的话，为此神的话语传达到神的话语，因此必须有实际的内容通过话语。
You know, the angels were retainers in Old Testament age on behalf of God. The son who was Jesus was the retainer in the New Testament age with the heart of God. True parents were retainers in the complete Testament age with the heart of a heavenly parent. Heavenly tribal messiahs are retainers in 천일국 age with the heart of true parents. As you know that now is the era of the era is the age of God's direct dominion. Wow! Now that's why we need to fully take ownership as the owner of the 천일국. Era of the parents is already over. Now is the era of the children. As a filial son, as a filial daughter, centering on 효정, right? We need to convey blessing to the people. That's why
我们要把祝福呢传达给别人。
tribal messiahs are retainers in 천일국 age with the heart of true.
这帮叔叔女小在天国时代，
direct dominion has come.
是神直接 统治的时
Today's
代。
youth ministry couples should always have interest in each other
今天的青年
and try
青年
to
事部
learn. So let's study.
Couples should always have interest in each other and
夫
try
妻
to
应该
learn.
始终对彼此感
Couples
兴
should
趣，
always
并
try
努力
to
学
learn
习。
about each other and have interest in each other. When your
夫
partner
妻
shows
双方
themselves to be very
始终
different from yourself, even
努
if you
力
notice
了
it
解
for the
对
first
方，
time
对对方感
and
兴
find
趣。
it strange,
当你的
you
另一
need to
半
ask
表
each
现
other
出自己
and
和自
learn.
己不一样的
If
时
you
候，
would
即使
carelessly
是第一
say,
次做到，
since I
觉得
don't
奇
have
怪，
interest in that area, if
也要
that's
互
what you
相
want,
询问
go
和学
ahead.
习。
It
你
doesn't
不
matter
能
to me if you
漫
do
不经
this
心地
or
问，
that.
因为我对那个
For
领域不感
example,
兴趣。
when the
如果你
husband does
是
something you see for the
你
first
想
time,
要的，
you
那就
need
去
to
做
have
吧。
the
你
attitude,
做这个做那
oh,
样，
I
对
didn't
我来
know
说
this
是无
side
所
of my
谓。
husband
比如
until today.
丈
I
夫
learned、something
老
new
婆，
again
当你做
through
第一
my
件事情
husband.
时，你要有
You
哦，
first
今
need to
天才知
think,
道
why does my husband
哦，
do that?
丈夫
What
妻
does
子
that
这一
mean?
面，通过丈夫
However,
和妻
even if
子，
they do
我又学
something
到
a
了一
bit
样新的
strange
东
or
西。
different from you,
你必须要考
if
虑
you
到我的
immediately
丈夫、妻
say
子
without
为
even
什么要这样
thinking,
做，这
that
意味着
behavior is
这意味
wrong.
着什么呢？难
If
道
it
即
were
使他
my
们做了一
father,
些
he
以
wouldn't
你
have done that.
以
Such
你有点
hurtful
奇怪或不
words
同的事
will
情
make the，
如果你
woman
想
cold
没想就
hearted.
马上说那个行为是错的。
Yeah,
如果我是丈
such
夫，他不会那么做。
details.
这样的商人都会使妻
Couples
子、
should
丈夫
always have
冷
the
酷无情。
attitude of trying to learn from each other
夫妻
rather
之间
than
应该
trying
始
to
终抱
teach
着
each other.
互相
If
学
you
习，
think
而
there
不
are
是互相教
shortcomings
导的态
in the
度。
husband and
即使
wife,
夫妻之
then
间有
need to be
缺点，需
corrected.
要改
Rather
正，
than trying to
与
teach
其
the
直
other
接
person
教导对
directly,
方，
you should first have them
不如自己先
realize
通过
by
服侍对
serving
方，
them,
让他们来觉
not
悟。
through the mouth, right? Let them realize through my serving, through my
让他
attending
们
them.
觉悟，通过我的服侍，
That is a natural surrender.
这样
When
自然而然
there
的
is
就会
a
投降。
problem between husband and wife, do not try to solve it by talking to each other. But
如果
let
夫妻
them
有问题，
surrender naturally through serving and
就是
attending.
通过服侍
I
来让一
came
方
to
投降。
realize after going through all difficulties, and finally, this is my conclusion. And Father talking about it very clearly. You cannot correct your spouse just through talking, through the teaching. How can change my spouse weak point and shortcoming?
你怎么能够来
Let
改
them
变你的
surrender naturally
配偶的
serving
习惯，
and serving
而是要通过
and serving
服侍他
without
们，
talking,
那让他们能
without
够来
teaching.
投降。
A couple's interest in each other is love.
一对夫妻
When
彼此的兴趣就是爱，
the other person is interested
即
in
使是
that
对方
nothing to
感
do
兴
with
趣
you.
的领域与你无
You
关，
should try to learn
你
about
也
it
应该
with interest.
怀着兴趣努力学
When you
习。
lose interest in each other, the couple gradually becomes artistically distant. Between husband and wife,
当你对
even
彼
if the
此
other
失
person
去
likes and is
兴
interested
趣
in
兴
the
趣时，
food
夫妻
that
之
is
间的关系
completely
就会
different
逐
from
渐的被
mine.
疏远。
And even if it is a field that I hate, I have to learn about it with interest. For example, my case. You know, my wife is
即
the
使对方
pianist.
喜欢和
She
感兴趣的
learned
领域完
this
全不
from
同，这是
5
我
years
最讨
old.
厌的
Her
领域。
entire
我也
life
要
is most
怀
of
着
the
兴趣去
young
了
life,
解。
really playing the piano. And then finally, she go to the very famous, a music university in Tokyo. And then she joined our church when she was, I think, four years, fourth year in the university.
他也在
She since joined,
Tokyo 学音
and
乐，
she completely
然后在那边他在
she
日本他
gave
参加了
up
教
the
会，
piano.
所以他就放弃了
And
他的
then,
piano。
you know, I am minister, and she very helped me. She playing the piano,
我是教会领导者，他就帮助我，他在打钢琴。
She always try to play the piano. I am not interested at all.
他弹教琴的时候，我一点兴趣都没有。但是我必须要专注于。
I'm so sorry for my wife.
我感到对妻子很抱歉。
Sometimes we are easily, how to say, judgy, and then we are easily.
兄弟姐妹们，有时候我们很会很容易，我们就会审判，来批评我们的配偶。
If you treat your spouse with that stereotype, the relationship will no longer develop.
如果你这样子对待你的妻子跟丈夫，那关系就不能够再发展。我们必须要来爱彼此，然后来向彼此学习。
If they treat each other with preconceived notions or existing habits, there will be no novelty between them. In the end, the hearts of husband and wives drop.
如果他以先入为主的观念或既有的习惯对待他们之间就没有新鲜感了。
Different, 100% different, 180-degree different.
180度的不一样，
Different character, different personality, different
不同的个性，不同的嗜好，我们必须要向彼此学习。
About interest, still, I need to learn. I need to more pay attention.
我要学习，也要专心。即使你不喜欢。
And then you try your best to unite with your spouse.
但是你尽你所能够与你的配偶来核心。很多时候我们都忽略了。这样子的话，关系就不能够有发展。我们要以我们的配偶来合一。
Think that all actions and motivations are for your partner. True Father also said this sometimes, but have women ever asked their husbands how she should style her hair? Most of the women have their hair styled the way they want it to be.
真为所有的行动和动机都是为了你的伴侣。丈夫有时也会问，女人有没有问过他们的丈夫应该怎样梳理自己的头发？大多数女性都按照自己想要的发型设计发型。即使丈夫对妻子的发型不感兴趣，他也应该抱着讨论的心情生活。亲爱的，今天我想把我的头发变成这样。你怎么看呢？有多少人通过这个问题改变了自己的发型？是女性会问：天哪，问这个问题多么的幼稚！这是一个简单的例子，但不是总要我想这是以自己为中心，做自己喜欢的事。我必须成为一个可以让我的丈夫变得更好、为动力做事的人。丈夫对妻子也是一样，无论如何，你必须成为一个为了让你的妻子好而做的丈夫。你必须有为你的伴侣做一切的心。我应该如何打扮应该为我的丈夫和妻子。就算丈夫不喜欢，我还能说喜欢就好了。从现在开始，即使你设计发型，也应该始终为你的伴侣着想。
One another. When a woman wants to style her hair beautifully, or when she wants to put on makeup, in the end, it's for the benefit of the husband.
不就应该互相讨论琐碎的事情？你连想把头发打扮得漂亮，或者想化妆的时候，问到底都是要为对方好。 再小的事呢，也可以互相询问商量来心灵交通。女人、男人不应该总是把注意力放在自己身上，或者认为自己在做自己喜欢的事情。应该是出于对丈夫、妻子的好意和愿意做那个人。
You already know your husband's mood, your wife's mood, still asking, what do you think? How is it? Even small things, trivial things, discuss together.
其实最小的事情呢，也是要互相询问，来分享。
Very artistic and husband and wife.
这样呢，夫妻间能够心交流。
Even 1%. It is the same for men, but women in particular often decide everything depending on their mood. Problems arise because they act according to
其实1%你不要肯定自己，男人也是一样，但是女人，尤其是女人，
without thinking about it,
很多时候都是看心情决定的一切。出现问题是因为他们根据自己的肉体、情绪行事，而不是以心情，不是以心情是为中心。不假思议，我们先说冷的、热的、好吃的、不吃的，这取决于我们的心情。为了不犯错误，我们必须首先思考，而且我们必须要靠对方的立场。如果我们根据自己的情绪说话，我需要来检查他是否会伤害到他们。这父说，当女人照镜化妆时，她们要思考是为神化妆，还是只是为自己。就是我想化妆，他说他们只要想把自己打扮得很漂亮些。如果想过这些，如果你问谁让你化妆呢？可能
The reason we are talking about this is because we have to think about who we exist for, even for the smallest things.
难道你要问我是化妆吗？我们讨论这个问题的原因，是因为我们必须考虑我们为谁而存在，即使是为最小的一件事情，时刻想着上帝。时刻想着你的伴侣，换句话说，即使是1%也不能断言自己。
Problems arise because people act according to their own physical mood, rather than
男人也一样，但尤其是女人，往往凭情绪来决定一切，之所以会出现问题，是因为人不以心情为中心，而是以凭着肉体的感觉行事。
To not make a mistake, we must first think, and
为了不犯错误，我们必须要思考，而且你必须从对方的角度来看。我们必须，如果我根据自己的情绪说话，必须检查他是否会伤害到对方。
She was born for the sake of the man was born for the sake of the woman.
男女是为了彼此而生。
My brothers and sisters, always think of heaven and think of the other person.
兄姐妹一直要想到天。
It means that you should not assert yourself, not even 1%. Always think for the sake of others. Others, number one, others means what? He is God. And centering on true parents. And the substantial, your true parents in your home, your spouse is your God. Your spouse is true father. Your spouse is true mother.
你的配偶是神。
How really Father teaching us such details?
父亲的教导很详细。为什么阿布拉罕会失败呢？
Small dove. Oh, very small one.
他把那个脚小掉脑，
He ignore and then to not divide.
他粗略了，没有把它分开，切为2片，这是一个很严重问题。结果呢，他的后代呢要受难400年，在埃及受难400年，这是一个很难，其实是小小的事情，我们必须要想，是为了他人的活，还是为我的配偶活？我们很敏感，就是为了一件小事情。
Today I talk about couples should always have interest in
今天我想的就是夫妻之间必须要拥有对自己有兴趣，来互相学习。
What was sticking out to me was the importance of the seemingly small and trivial things, how we have to put mind to it, and how those translate to something much greater. Yeah, thank you so much for today's message. Francis, we're going to go into our breakouts now. We do not have a living testimony. We're going to go into our breakouts. So let's just take a moment to think and reflect on this fresh morning devotion. Share whatever came up to you as an opportunity to learn from one another. And we'll be back here to share with everyone else. We'll see you all in 7 minutes.
现在进入分享的时间。
right, welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good, wonderful sharing in your breakout. Earlier.
欢迎大家回来。
And this time I had 2 women. There's something at play here. I'd like to first call on Osmarina Rush to share with us her reflection from today's
先
morning
第一
devotion.
个来分享。
Hi, good morning, everyone. Yes.
大家早。
Yeah, it was a surprise. I was not prepared for West Red today. But yes, I especially at this part where Reverend Yong was talking, teaching us about relationships, of husband and wife.
荣会长教导夫妻之间的关系，
very sensitive subject.
这是一个很敏感的。
Reggie,
我先生
made me feel so special, during the
Reggie
time that we lived together for 21 years. And I
啊
always
跟
felt
我
that I was very
我先
special to
生
him. And I think I made him feel
跟
the
我
same way.
生活了21 年。
In that relationship, I think, he always liked the way that I dressed, the way that I
他
did
很
my
喜欢
hair, he was always
我喜欢
basic,
穿的衣服，
very simple.
还有我
details.
头
And
发
I think that is
这
so
是很
important,
很
especially for
简单的。
women. We like to dress ourselves up, and like
那女
for
人
whom
呢？
we dress up, if not for our husband, and prepare ourselves
我
for
们一般都会
for a partner.
穿得好，是为了我们的配偶所穿的。
Was very sick, for a long time.
我现在 Reggie 呢病了很久，
There were so many things that I thought I should have done this, I should have done that, I should, like
有很多事情呢，我是觉得我应该这样做那样做。
So,
他已经
such an
结果
important
呢，他已经走了。
we should do it in the time that we have. Well, I
所以
have to talk about Gilbert.
要知道哈，我们在他有在的时候，就能够帮他做得多。
And all the things that I thought that I needed to restore with Reggie, then
所以很多事情所说的好，我必须要来跟Reggie restore 来复归那关系。 那是很短暂的时间。
that I thought I should, and with that, he brought my husband Reggie back. So it was very special for me, to
那个
have
是
that
很
because
特别。
I always thought that I fell short in relating to my husband and Reggie, and then I with Gilbert I could restore that. I could restore that and feel
要
like
通过那个另外一个 Gilbert， 我可以复归。
And then I don't feel I feel complete now, because all of that I had from before, I think I could overcome that and restore that. So it is I think it's such
我所过去的，我现在能够来完成。
thing in our lives, is to
在
really
我们的生活中，
while we are here, while we
我们要必须来做，在我们还在这地上的时候，而不是过后。
Why you didn't act like this? Why didn't you try to
为什么你
to learn about him or her?
没有向他或他学习？
together here on the physical physical world. So I urge you all, that have your husband and your wife cherish each other and love each other.
希望你们夫妻要相爱，
all your hearts.
要珍惜彼此，以
Because
你
if
所
you
有的
don't,
心
you're going
情。
to feel that you should have later on. So yeah, thank you very much.
谢谢。
Thank you, Osmarina, for sharing. Yeah, so beautifully. I just
这么美好的分享。
smiling at you, and so yeah, thank you
看神在
for your reflection. Next,
微
I'll
笑着
call
看
on
你。
Kyoko Bowman. Kyoko, if you please unmute and share with us your
现
reflection.
在我们邀请 Kyoko 我们来分享。
Hi, thank you.
谢谢。
Mine is so different.
我先生是不一样的。
I'm type of person to be on time.
我是一个很准时的
I
人。
asked to take my children to school, and he
我
don't care
叫我的先生
bring me
带孩子去上课，可是他
extremely
是不注重 要
However, through this
准时的那
relationship,
种人。
I learned things like a
通过
manager.
这样的关系，
Because of a hurry,
我学了
I
很多，
missed so many things. Oh, I forgot this. I forgot that.
我是会
I rushed
忘
myself
记
in
事
my
情，
hurry, and I is emotionally increased. On the other hand, my husband is a slow to not
What?
on time person. Look
我
all
先生属于比
around,
较慢性那种
everything
人，
will be completely prepared and move. And also he's so relaxed. So his health
他
is
是
great.
那种比较
I learned
舒
this
适的
is
那
one of
种
the big
人，
struggle in my life, but I
这是我
learned
最挣扎的这一
more
点。
and more.
但是我在学
This
习，
part of character. And
我
I hope
我需要他的那
I
种
learned
个
my
性，
part of character a little bit.
他也学习
So I
了
very
像我的那种个
appreciate
性，
this.
所以我今天真的
Our
很珍
elevation
惜
is so different, but
我
we
们是
love
多么的
each
不
other.
同。
Thank you very much.
谢谢。
Thank you, Kyoko-san. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, as you were describing your husband and yourself, I just felt the fusion in Wanjin. He's just a mix of both of your personalities. And I think Hanmi can testify to that. Thank you for sharing. And also, Dr. Yong today chose words of father that was sort of speaking to the woman. So I just think it's incredible how, yeah, I had two women in my breakout. All right, going on to our announcements for today, we're going to just share about, that's right. If you're inspired, feel free to invite people to join in on this morning devotion. Experience the website.
今天邀请 你有家人来参加早晨晨更。
Devotion is archived. You can go back years from now and look back at what you might have missed or some things you want to refresh yourself on. You also have Dr. Kylie has made available the transcripts and the PowerPoints as well. Transcript, PowerPoints, and notes. And also, if you'd like to donate, to support morning devotion, you can click the link in the description to make a donation. Like Joshua said yesterday, you can set it to monthly, weekly, daily, whatever you'd like. But also, if you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can click that link as well. If you're watching online, the link is right here. But also, just go to edu.familyfed.org.
你可以在大网上看到
the description of this video. The link is in the description on Facebook and on YouTube as well. And finally, if you would like to offer an opening prayer or the musical offering, and
如果你想要做祷告、音乐
once in your lifetime, a musical offering to our morning devotion family, just email Tal at tzora,
你可以联络Tal
at unification.org. You don't have to be incredible, just have to have the heart to want to offer. And with that, actually, it looks like also if you'd like to receive a daily email with key points for morning devotion as well, Dr. Kylie is doing that. You can email him at m@Kylie, that's KIELY.US. With that, we're going to go on to a musical offering. You hear her husband very often singing on morning devotion. He is the man in the elevator. I'm not sure if she's a woman by the elevator. Let's welcome up Reverend Beryl Green.
那我们来邀请Beryl Green。
You're still muted if you're here. I see Reverend Desmond.
Okay.
There you are.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I just want to give God thanks for his amazing grace. Because, Dr. Yong each morning, his amazing grace is that he brings Dr. Yong each morning to share with us the words that we need for the day. And this morning, he touched on family and spouse and how we should be living. I'm grateful.
今天早上我会谈到夫妻的关系。
Waiting on Dr. Young every morning. He's faithful that way. He loves Dr. Young because he sees true parents, true father in Dr. Young. And he feels holding on to Dr. Young, he's holding on to true father.
从龙会长他们能够看到真父母。
learning how to love each other. So I'm extremely nervous. My husband is a singer. I am the dancer. So please pray for me while I sing.
我甚至会 跳舞了，会唱歌。
All right, hold on. I was gonna do a holy song, but I've changed my mind with the holy song. I'm too nervous. Anyway, longing to live in deepest joy and love eternal. God is ever seeking for his people, all his own, who can know the yearning of his lonely, broken heart. Tears are falling as a river through his countless years alone. Out of all the multitude, there was none who knew how the Father's heart was aching, seeking after man. Oh my gosh, I forget the next verse.
Glorious God.
Sing it with me, respect, please. I'm nervous.
Started life throughout the heavens.
For with deepest joy,
as he saw
his children die. Continue every day. He seeks the beauty lost inside our hearts. Tenderly with love it leads us
back to you,
back to
with him on high.
how many fathoms deep is his aching heart?
All the tears he
shed for her became an endless sea. Deep from within
the heart of heaven came the secret. Now the mighty word, the trumpet call
will surely sound. But in the time of Noah, people laugh and mock. Tenderly
to wander aimless
in the
darkness underground. Fearful is the time to come
how
when the
price
price
is paid.
one and all will face
the
the
judgment
from
an
angry God.
Quickly believe, my people, quickly turn
and follow. You can be enfolded
and in the warmth of Father's heart.
All the joy that life can offer calls
us on
to him. Now
we want to be near him, never again
to be apart. When at
last we run to
him, how
we'll cry with joy.
Oh, rejoicing
all
together now
and evermore. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister Gree. Thank you for offering us
Yay.
Wonderful to
I
see
don't
you
feel
as well.
Thank you.
Next time, we'd love to see you dance for us. That would be great. And now to close out in prayer, I'd like to ask P. Laurent Pierrot. Pierrot, if you please unmute and close out in prayer.
来邀请这位弟兄来做结束祷告。
You're still muted, Pierrot. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Flashlight. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much.
兄弟姐妹们早。
Tuesday.
谢谢给这第二星期二天
For this opportunity to be together as brothers and sisters.
那个来聚集在此呢， 来
and to practice what we learn.
我要来学习，要来实践我们所学习的。
Brothers and sisters who are here present and also those who could not make it today. Please bless
我们在此还有其他兄弟姐妹没有在这里。
Bless whatever they are involved in.
那继续的照顾他们，祝福他们。
Be with them. And I ask in the name of all of us here present, as blessed Central family, Amen and adieu.
我来祝福在这的每一个家人。阿门，阿主。 谢谢你，大家来参加这早晨晨更。 谢谢你，大家来参加这早晨晨更，希望你们有美好的一天。拜拜。